Well, hello there, friends, out here in the quilting studio again. Isn't it fun? Look what I have right here. Another all batik quilt. Do you love batiks? If you do, this one is for you. I am really enjoying it. As you can see, it's just lovely. This is Heidi's quilt. She brought it over. First time she's brought a quilt over to me. I doubt this is her first quilt. It's 95 inches square, basically, and it's got a lot to it. It's got a lot to it, friends. It's basically 5 by 5 squares, each one of them being different. Really, my golly, so many different blocks here. I'm not only mesmerized, but I'm challenged to be able to find two that are the same. Like that little game that you played as a kid to try to see if you could find matches. There's things that are similar, friends, but they are not the same. And what a unique combination of quilt blocks. 25 different quilt blocks. I'm just really excited about it. Piano keys inner border, super fun. A couple of the borders that come out after that. When you have a lot of borders, I'm telling you what, you need to be really careful because things can get wonky. You want to be measuring these borders from somewhere toward the inside of the quilt. Add that together, divide it by 3, do it 3 times, divide it by 3, and then be able to put those on the quilt. You don't want to be just having a big old piece of fabric hanging off the edge. Your feed dogs on your machine feed differently, top versus bottom, and you're going to end up with a wavy, wonky border. That's hard on your quilt. That's hard on me. My gal here, she's not really happy with that. So we want to be sure that you are measuring from the inside of the quilt, the center area of the quilt, and doing all of your cutting and prepping before putting it stitching it onto the quilt. But that's really fun to have a piano keys inner border. Love it right there. Nice sashing that she has going along. You know, if you have borders or sashing and you start piecing them together, I always suggest doing it at the diagonal, unless you have a very geometric linear border, which I don't see too often, but when I do, I'm excited when people connect it at the straight on, if that's an opportunity for you. Good pressing job on the back. You know what I'm always talking about. The better you press the quilt, the better it's going to look up here on the quilting bed, and the better it's going to look for you, better it's going to work out for me. So that's always exciting. When Heidi brought it over, she wanted to know if I had any backing fabric. I have a little bit. I do have a little bit of backing fabric if that's something that you need. I don't have a lot. I don't keep a lot in stock. So she looked at what I had, didn't find something that was going to be satisfactory. I sent her down to the local quilt shop, and look what she came up with. I mean, was that meant to be? I testify it is. I witnessed to you. It could not be any better than that. That is such an excellent combination right there. The design I'm putting on here is my feathery JAPONICA design, adding some lovely little softness to her quilt. I'm doing it my blue teal color of thread, pulling out a little bit extra of the blue that's in the quilt right here. I'm excited to get this one done and show you what else we have at the quilting studio. If you're interested, send me information in the comments. I'd be happy to respond to you. Right down here in Yuma, Arizona, this is the perfect time to be sending a quilt my way, and I can help you get it finished up. Because if it needs to be quilted, I know it needs to be quilted right. And that's what I do here at the quilting studio.